Welcome. This video segment is about how to use Proquest Online to find current scholarly sources. Proquest Online includes magazines, newspapers, and other print that is extremely current. Sometimes before you can even get them in print, the articles show up in Proquest Online. And also, they include extremely scholarly articles, those really high-level articles that are great for academic research. So if that's what you're looking for, this is the database for you. First, if you intend on using EasyBib to cite your sources, you're going to want to make sure that EasyBib is open in Internet Explorer, that you're logged in, that you have a project established, and that the bibliography of the project is open. So your page should be have this kind of look to it. Make sure that you are in Internet Explorer because the databases will open in Internet Explorer, and if you wish to export the sources from your database to EasyBib, they both need to be in the same browser. To get to Proquest while you're here at school, you go to Shortcuts and then Destiny 2. The links will show up on the left. Here's Proquest. And the part of Proquest that you'll want to use is the red Proquest right here in the middle of the page. Now you can put in your search term. You're going to want to be as specific as possible. Let's say I'm researching the possible link between cell phone use and cancer. I might put in cell phone and cancer. Now you might notice I'm using some Boolean search strategy here. This capital A, capital N, capital D in the middle tells the search engine that what I'm looking for is an article with the word cancer that also has the word cell phone in it. It has to have both of those things. Another thing that I might do is put quotation marks around the word cell phones because that is a phrase I want to keep together. I want the word cell phone in that order next to each other, and that phrase plus the word cancer is what I'm looking for. When I click search, I'm going to get thousands of results, in this case 25,000, from magazines, newspapers, and scholarly journal articles that you cannot access for free online. The first thing I'm going to want to do in this case is limit by publication date. It's going to be really important for me to get current information, so I can take my little sliding scale here and say I only want articles from 2010 on. And then, once it does that, it will limit my results to 8,000. And now, really, maybe I want stuff only from 2014 on, the last 2 years. And I update again. And there we go. Now I'm down to 1,000 results. Also here, I have the option to limit to the type of source I'm looking for. So if I knew I wanted newspapers or I knew I wanted those really academic scholarly journals, I could click here and it would limit to only those kinds of sources. So these are the two limiters I would suggest using right at the beginning. Another thing I would do is make sure that I got full text articles because I don't want articles that are going to be just an abstract, meaning like a little summary of the article. I want to see the whole article. So I'm going to click to say I want full text included. Now I'm down to 1,700 results. Now I'm going to look at the titles of these articles as well as the titles of the publications from which they originally came and see if there's one that maybe would fit my need. Maybe this one, Cell Phone Health Risks. It's from a newspaper called the McClatchy Tribune Business News. As you can see, there are tons of articles from different kinds of sources. And again, if you wanted to limit, you could. Let's go with that one that we were just looking at. If you click on the article title, the article is obviously going to pop up. Generally, an abstract will come in the beginning. Sometimes that's a nice summary of what the article includes. It will help you to decide if the article is going to be of use to you. Of course, you'll see the full text there. You can read it, scan it, whatever, to determine whether or not it's going to be good for you. If you decide it is good for you, you're going to want to do two things. You're going to want to cite it and you're going to want to save it. In order to do both of those, you'll need to click on the More button on the right. If you click on More, to get it into EasyBib, you just go EasyBib. It's going to put your citation in EasyBib so that you can put it on your works cited page. You click Continue. A new window will open up, an EasyBib window, and you just click Import. It's going to take that citation and put it into EasyBib for you. Now notice I mentioned that a new window opened up. This is the new one with the new citation in it. This is the old one. It doesn't have the citation, so you might exit out of it so you don't get confused. Now you just have one EasyBib window open. You'll come back to your article and now it's time to save it. So you'll click More and PDF. That's the best way to save the article. Now you're going to want to say Continue here. and it's starting the download for us. We're going to want to save it in a place that we can get back to again. So this bar will pop up along the bottom. Don't want to click Save because it won't be necessarily in a place that you'll know how to find it again. Instead, you're going to want to click the down arrow and go to Save As. And when you do Save As, you want to navigate to a saving location, maybe the H drive, maybe your SharePoint site, maybe a flash drive, that you'll be able to get to it again. You might want to even make a new folder and save them all in there. Over here, you're going to want to rename your document, maybe something to reflect the title of the article, and click the Save button. Then you will have your article to come back to later when it's time to take notes. You can exit out of this pop-up. So now you have your citation here in EasyBib, and you have your article saved, and you can go back and look at some other articles. Now, one thing I will mention is the search terms are very important in this source. Another word for cell phone might be cellular phone. And if I change the search that way, I'm obviously going to get all kinds of different results. So be flexible in your search terms. In this case, cell phone makers challenge connection with brain cancer. So they're saying it's not. There is no connection. Maybe that article would give me information that I would need as well. So again, I would click on the article, read the abstract to see if it's worth my time, scan to see if it is really what I need. I'm going to make sure I pay attention to the publication information, like who published it and the date. This is 1993. Maybe that's too old for me. I might go back and limit my selections again. But let's say I did like this article. Once again, I am going to go to More, EasyBib, Continue. It's opening up that new window in EasyBib. Import. Now my citation is in there. I close out my old window of EasyBib, and then I go to Download as a PDF. Continue. I wait for this pop-up to show up along the bottom, and I do my Save As, and I navigate to a place that I know that I can find it again. And I'm going to obviously want to rename it so that it will reflect the contents of the article. If you have questions about how to use Proquest Online, please see a library staff member. Happy searching!